Hi students, today let us discuss conditionals. Read these sentences. You will be sorry if you don't take me to the play. If Amy died, it would be my fault. See, in these sentences, there is a word if. If is used to say a condition. Okay, if is used either at the beginning of the sentence or at the middle of the sentence. It means conditionals are sentences which have two parts. There are two parts for conditionals. One part states a condition that is necessary for the event in the other part to occur. So one part is necessary to happen the next part. It means here, if you are late, you won't be able to attend the meeting. In this sentence, there are two parts. It is separated by using a comma. If you are late, this is if clause or subordinate clause. We can say this is subordinate clause or if clause. You won't be able to attend the meeting. This is the next part. Second part, this is main clause. I already told in the live class that main clause means the part which has the complete meaning, meaningful sentence, and subordinate clause means it is not complete. Right. If I won the lottery, this is if clause. I would go to Europe. This is the main clause. If clause or subordinate clause, main clause. So in a conditional sentence, there are two parts. It is separated by using a comma. Okay. Use a comma if the if clause is at the beginning of the sentence. So there is one more thing. We have to use a comma if clause is at the beginning of the sentence. So sentence start ചെയ്യുന്നത് if clause ലാണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ there is need of comma. Look, in the first sentence, you will be sorry if you don't take me to the play. Here, if clause, first part is the main clause. You will be sorry. Then, if you don't take me to the play, this is the subordinate clause. So, in such case, if we start if clause at the end of the sentence, there is no need of comma. If clause ilana thodangunnathu engil comma is compulsory. If clause is used at the end of the sentence, there is no need of comma. Okay. First main clause vannu adinu sheshamanu subordinate clause if clause varunathu engil ivide comment avashyamilla. In the other case, if is used at the beginning, if the sentence begins with if clause, then comma is necessary. If I had a car, I would not take the bus. Here comma is here after if clause. Do not use a comma if the if clause is at the end of the sentence. There is no need of comma if it is at the end of the sentence. I would go to the concert if you came with me. Here, if clause is here at the end of the sentence, there is no need of comma. Okay. Here we want to learn two types of conditionals. The first conditional, let us look what is first conditional. There are 4 types of conditional. No, 5 types of conditional actually. Zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, and mixed conditional. Okay, here we want to learn only first conditional and second conditional. The first conditional is used to talk about a situation that is likely to happen. നടക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയാനാണ് we use what first conditional. For example, if mother comes home early, we will go for a walk. Actually, the meaning of if എന്നുള്ളതിൻ്റെ what is the meaning in mother tongue? എങ്കിൽ, വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വന്നാൽ, ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പറയാറില്ലേ? That is what if. If mother comes home early, എൻ്റെ അമ്മ നേരത്തെ വന്നാൽ, വീട്ടിൽ നേരത്തെ വന്നാൽ, we will go for a walk. ഞങ്ങളൊരു വാക്കിന് പോകും. This is the first conditional. I will give you my book if you are right. Here, if clause is used at the end of the sentence, there is no need of comma. I will give you my book if you are right. Okay. Then, verb in if clause. There is a form for this conditional. Look, verb in if clause. If clause il varuna verb. If clause il varuna verb always be simple present tense. Here, if mother comes, comes ennallathu simple present aanu. Mother singular ആയതുകൊണ്ട് come-ന്റെ കൂടെ s ചേർത്തു എന്ന് മാത്രം. Okay, look here. If you are late, ഇത് simple present ആണ് in the first conditional. Okay, the form of first conditional is if plus simple present plus let us look. If mother comes home early, we will go for a walk. ഇവിടെ will വന്നു. So if plus simple present plus simple future. This is the form of first conditional. First conditionalൻ്റെ ഫോം ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് കേട്ടോ വരിക. ഈഫ് കഴിഞ്ഞു, അതിനുശേഷം സിമ്പിൾ പ്രസൻറ്റ്, അതിനുശേഷം സിമ്പിൾ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ. ഈഫിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഓൺലി സിമ്പിൾ പ്രസൻറ്റ് കംസ്. ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്? Look, here are some examples. I'll tell you one more example. We already said the example. If you study well, nee nannai padichal, you will pass. If you study well is simple present tense. Look, if you study well, study is the simple present. Okay, so along with if clause, which form comes? Simple present. Then next part, in the main clause, will plus v1 form of the verb. Willinte kuda v1 form varum. This is the form. Adu manasil vekka. Simple present aanengil, if part simple present aanengil, the main clause will simple future plus first form of the verb. If plus simple present plus simple future. If you ask him, he will help you. These all are in first conditional. First conditional formula examples ആണ്. Okay, so conditional. Let's move to the exercise in the textbook. Complete the sentences with the correct forms of the verbs in the brackets. If you come, if clause, this is subordinate clause. I told you if plus simple present form. Come is the simple present form of the verb. I will be angry. I will വേണം, then verb. I will be angry. Red House will go into the finals. Look, here if clause comes at the end of the sentence. അപ്പം if clauseലാണ് what we use? Simple present we use. If Yellow House loses this match. Lose, Yellow House singular ആണ്. So we add s to the verb. Simple presentൻ്റെ ഫോം ഒക്കെ അറിയുമെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. വെർബ് സബ്ജക്റ്റ് സിംഗുലർ ആണെങ്കിൽ വെർബിൻ്റെ കൂടെ എസ് ഒ ഇ എസ് ഒ ചേർക്കണം. Then subject plural aanengil, there is no need of s or es. That is simple present tense. Then Red House will go into the finals. The second part ആണ് സെൻറ്റൻസിൻ്റെ. ശരിക്ക് if clause ഫസ്റ്റ് പാർട്ടിൽ വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഭാഗം ഇഫിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഉള്ളത് സിമ്പിൾ പ്രസൻറ്റും, ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് പാർട്ട് മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ് ഇൻ സിമ്പിൾ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ. ഇത് മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ് ആണ്. ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ് ഇൻ ദിസ് സെൻറ്റൻസ്. റെഡ് ഹൗസ് വിൽ ഗോ ഇൻ ടു ദ ഫൈനൽസ്. Next, if we eat this entire cake. This is if clause, subordinate clause. Then we used simple present form of the verb. If we eat this entire cake, we will plus first form of the verb. Verb is given in the bracket. We will feel sick. If the weather does not improve, here not is given, it's a negative sentence. So if clause, simple present form of the verb. Does not improve. Does is used in simple present in singular. We will not have the picnic. Will not, it's a negative sentence. We add not here. We will plus not plus have. First form of the verb have. If you do not hurry, you will miss the bus. Okay. Next, move to the second conditional. This is the first condition. We discussed first conditional. In first conditional, if plus simple present plus simple future. It means simple future plus V1 form of the verb. Then here, the second conditional is used to talk about a situation that is unlikely to happen or is imaginary. So, imaginary things is not likely to happen. നടക്കാൻ സാധ്യത കുറവുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയാനാണ് we use what second conditional use ചെയ്യുക. Got it? For example, if I told her the truth, she would hate me. If I told her the truth, she would hate me. Look at the sentence. Here also two parts are there, if clause or subordinate clause part and main clause part. Okay, two parts. Here, what is the form? If is here, if plus, then told, tell, told. This is simple past tense. If plus simple past tense, simple past plus, then would plus V1 form of the verb. Okay, this is the form of second conditional. Okay, then I would, we can write in this way also. If at the end of the sentence, I would sleep late if I were an adult. If in the part kando, where is simple past tense, and I would sleep, would plus V1 form of the verb. Verb in if clause is past tense. Verb in if clause is past tense. Verb in main clause. Verb in main clause is would plus verb. Would plus sleep is here. Likewise, would plus verb comes. So this is the form of second conditional. Look, here are some examples. Match the clauses in A and B to form complete sentences. So you can write it by yourself. It's very easy. If I had a pet, എനിക്കൊരു പെറ്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ, then what I would do? എന്ത് ചെയ്തേക്കും? I would take great care of it. ഞാൻ അതിനെ നന്നായിട്ട് കെയർ ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു. Okay. Then I would go to the cinema. This is the second part. ശരിക്ക് മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ് ആണിത്. ഞാൻ സിനിമക്ക് പോയേക്കുമായിരുന്നു. Then if part. Let us look where is the if part. If I had the time. എനിക്ക് സമയമുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ സിനിമക്ക് പോകുമായിരുന്നു. If Meena were here, then she would sing you a song. I would be grateful. Fourth one. If you help me carry my luggage. Then, if Mallika knew Leela, she would invite her home. Okay. Then, if I were in Chennai, ഞാൻ ചെന്നൈയിലായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ, then I would visit my grandfather. എൻ്റെ ഗ്രാൻഡ്ഫാദറിനെ വിസിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു. Okay, that is here. Then vocabulary part. If you have any confusion regarding this conditional, please contact me. Then now vocabulary. Read these dictionary entries and match them to the correct speaking words from the box. Here some words are given in the box. സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പലതരത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കും, in different way. Okay, so such type of words are given here. Snap, whine, boast, rant, blurt, propose. What is the meaning of snap? Here the meanings are given here. You have to match with correct words, correct speaking words. To suggest something as part of a plan. To suggest something as part of a plan is propose. എന്തെങ്കിലും നിർദ്ദേശിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പ്രപ്പോസ് ചെയ്യുക. To suggest something, suggestion. To say something quickly in an angry way. It means snap. Snap meaning what? ഒരു പരുഷമായിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കുന്നതിനാണ് സ്നാപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുക. കുറച്ച് സ്ട്രോങ് ആയിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കും. ടു സേ സംതിങ് ക്വിക്ലി ഇൻ എൻ ആംഗ്രി വേ. ടു കംപ്ലെയിൻ ഇൻ എ ലൗഡ് എക്സൈറ്റഡ് ആൻഡ് കൺഫ്യൂസ്ഡ് വേ ഈസ് റാൻറ്റ്. റാൻറ്റ് മീൻസ് നമ്മൾ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയില്ലേ, തൊള്ളയിടുക, ഒച്ചത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കുക, ഒച്ചത്തിൽ പറയുന്നതിനാണ് റാൻറ്റ്. ടു കംപ്ലെയിൻ ഇൻ എ ലൗഡ് എക്സൈറ്റഡ് ആൻഡ് കൺഫ്യൂസ്ഡ് വേ. To complain in a sad, annoying voice, that is whine. Whine means what? നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ ആവലാതി പറയുക, ആവലാതികളും വേവലാതികളും പറയുന്നത്. To complain in a sad, annoying voice, in a sad voice. To talk too proudly about your abilities or achievements, it's boast. It means what? നമ്മുടെ അച്ചീവ്മെൻറ്റ്സിനെ കുറിച്ച്, എബിലിറ്റീസിനെ കുറിച്ചൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ പൊക്കി നമ്മൾ വീമ്പിളക്കുക എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും in മലയാളം. That is boast. To say something suddenly without thinking, ചിന്തിക്കാതെ പറയുന്നതിനാണ് blurt. Got it? Now, replace said in these sentences with the correct form of the words from the previous exercise. By using these words in this exercise, you have to write the proper word for said. പറയാ എന്നുള്ളതിന് പകരം പല തരത്തിലുള്ള വേർഡ്സ് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു. We discussed different types of words, different words. So we have to replace said in these sentences with the correct form of the words. No one can defeat me at arm wrestling. Arm wrestlingly എന്നെ ആർക്കും തോൽപ്പിക്കാൻ കഴിയില്ല. സെഡ് കാവ്യ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എ ബോസ്റ്റിംഗ്. സ്വന്തം പൊക്കി പറയുക, വീമ്പിളക്കുന്നതിനാണ് ബോസ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുക. ഇൻ ദ സെയിം വേ, read those sentences, read those examples, and you have to write the proper words here. Okay. Then this is the work for you. Here is an example. Look, write a part of the play, The Choral, as a story in your notebook. We discussed the drama in the class. Keep these points in mind. You have to change that drama into a story. By writing that, these things you have to keep in mind. Decide who is going to narrate the story. So there should be a narrator. You can decide what Joy as narrator, Amy or Mrs. March, anybody. Okay, in their point of view, you have to narrate that story. The dialogues have to be converted into direct or reported speech. Keep a good mix of both. The story should have a clear beginning, middle and ending. അതിനൊരു തുടക്കം ഉണ്ടാകണം, മിഡിൽ ഉണ്ടാവണം, എൻഡിങ് ഉണ്ടാവണം. റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് പറയും, അവർ പറഞ്ഞതായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് പറയുന്ന തരത്തിൽ എഴുതാം. Here is an example of Amy narrating the story. An example is given. Amy is narrating the story. Amy narrate ചെയ്യുന്ന തരത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഇവിടെ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. It's not completed. I have written some more lines here. This is also not completed. You can continue. You can complete this story. Okay. So that's all for today. Complete your textbook. If you have any doubt regarding this grammar part or anything, you please contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day.